Hello, Rans. Yes, I thought that today there's not going to be a live stream. But then something changed. And now I'm here. Yo, yo. Dude, Rans, you are shapeshifter. Why you keep changing your shapes, Rans? Of course I support teams. Yo, film buff. Film buff a little bit tired. Because today was a little bit active day. Lots of swimming. Time in nature. Got a little bit sunburned as well. Yo, yo, Eknelis. Film buff. Rest later. I mean, these streams are not some kind of not rest. They're partly rest. You know, there are days when I come in these live streams only because in like 10 minutes before stream I got some kind of feeling. Some feeling passes through me that maybe someone really wants to hear something I have to say. Only one person. Maybe it's only one person. And then I'm like, okay, YOLO. Push go live. Hello, Jadon. Rans, today I had no coffee. But if I drink coffee, then only one cup of coffee. Hello, Jackie. Yo-yo observer. Why am I so sweet to rude people? Dude, do you think that rude people are rude people? Or maybe those are good people who pretend to be rude? Why do you assume that what you see in YouTube chat determines the people behind these comments? Nah, man. Well, sometimes you can really perceive the commentator, the person, and some weird intentions, but man, mostly no. Hello, Tiffany. Film buff also attention. Of course. But I don't mind giving someone a little bit of attention. They can't take all my attention, just a little bit. We are here on this planet either way to help each other, to support each other, to grow together. So I don't mind giving something from me to someone. Someone needs a little bit attention. Someone needs some deep answer. Both are the same actually. In the deepest level. Topic of this life, what do you get by this topic, Rans? Thanks, Jackie, for saying that. That is very good. Film buff. That is natural process in your mind if you try to understand someone else's behavior. But dude, if you really want to understand someone else's behavior in life or in this chat, you have to live that person's life fully. Like, there is no other way how you could totally understand why. But I mean, there is a reason, of course. If you know, if you want to be a psychologist, then you can try to push yourself to solve this out, think this out. But if you want to just chill like me, well, then just let it go. You don't have to deal with other person's thoughts. You don't have to teach them to be like you. You don't have to deal with your thoughts as well. Yo-Yo Silver Shine Artist, this stream is about the nature of mind, mindfulness, meditation, self-inquiry. I mean, film buff, you see, in my mind, thoughts like yours passes by as well, but I just don't give them attention. If you see me, for example, answering some troll message, giving my attention to it, that does not mean that it will psychologically stay with me. You can do the same. Luna love watermelon. I actually also love watermelon. Yo, Linda. Rans, that is good question. How to completely get rid of negativity from within yourself and become more positive. Does deep meditation really help with that? Well, there is no need to completely get rid of anything in first place. But I would say you naturally start to become more positive when you just stop identifying. Dude, listen. For example, if you watch football and you root for some team, You're not playing in the team, you just root for some team deeply. And if that team does not succeed, dude, you panic, you feel sad, negative, and this can stay with you for days. But do you really have to make this kind of relationship? I mean, you see, this is your choice to identify yourself with something. In this example, with this football team, but you will suffer. But if you could just, let's say, stay detached or not too attached, that this is just one example, dude, you would be more positive because you wouldn't be negative. Or maybe neutral, you would be neutral. But, and yes, deep meditation, of course, deep meditation can help you with that as well, because deep meditation teaches you how to not take that seriously, whatever arises in you. Each deep meditation as well shows you the nature of your mind, that something comes and it goes. Nothing stays, so you're basically free. But now, I a little bit don't get your comment. You want to hold on to good thoughts and not hold on to bad thoughts. Dude, you never know when something good can turn out actually as something bad. So basically, if you hold on to anything, I mean, you're already suffering from that. You see, when you hold on to, let's say, something positive, you already created separation in you. And if there is separation in you, there will always be fight, sooner or later. Mental fight, existential fight. I would say there is only one way how to finally, let's say, end mental fights in you, existential fights. And it's when you realize that there is no two in you, there is no three in you. Your inner world is one with the outer world, is the same world. Your thoughts don't live like separate life from outer world experiences, as well as thoughts about yourself and your life story does not live separate life from some random thoughts that passes through your mind daily. Yo, new name. This is self-inquiry live stream. So we are discussing your attachments. Runs. Well, if you would try to fight in your negativity, this fight itself would be negative runs. I would say negativity starts to dissolve in you or let go from you if you just accept it when it's there. And when you just accept it, just notice that it's there, even though it's hard to face it. Well, it will just lose power over you. And maybe not right away. Maybe it will come back to you in many waves, probably. Not maybe, but probably. But do you see that whatever you fight in you, well, it creates negativity. So how to become fightless? But now, you are trying to figure out why something is working out for others and not working out to you. Man, because you are unique. Your life story is unique. Your attachments are unique. The story about you, how you are learning in this life, succeeding, suffering, well, it's unique for you. Time is well unique for you. Runs, do deep meditation, dude, every day. Yes, watermelon. You can, you see, there is always more than one answer. What to do with negativity? I would say there is almost endless answers to that. But either way, when I, for example, answer to someone, well, it's just one from unlimited answers I can use. Yes, well, I think Osho has some cool quotes. Why not? Yes, yes, Underboss, we had a fun day. Fun and sunny day. Kiran, well, it's not for me to hold on to quotes, but dude, all the titles of my live streams are my quotes. As well, you can see on Instagram some of my quotes. Dude, quotes are endless. They appear endlessly. Some are typed down, some are not, but I don't use my memory to hold on to quotes because I don't see how it's so important. I'm telling you, holding on to anything makes tension in you. Unnecessary holding on, especially. There can be also natural holding on. But if you unnecessarily hold on to so many thoughts, so many feelings, it creates so much stress and tension, bad vibrations. And when you hold on to something as well, you miss out what this moment is about. What's fun in burning under the sun? Well, you just burn under the sun. It feels warm. You sleep on the grass, and then you, like when it's too hot, you just go for a cold swim. Body loves that. I don't know, man. Nervous system loves that. Yes, I have heard of Himalayan mountains. Dude, maybe you would, dude, I don't know. You can find it out, but I personally don't uh, have experience. It's not my experience that meditating in busy city life apartment is specifically something different than meditating in mountains. Yes, in mountains there are less things that will distract you, but it depends, dude, it depends what is your relationship with these distractions. If you're just starting, well, it's easier to meditate if there is less distractions. But what distractions do you get, like in your apartment, in your home? I don't know where you live. Or maybe there's noisy neighbors or polluted air in your place. I'm drinking water with lime, water with fresh lime. Runs, but if I were you, dude, and I would live next to Himalayan mountains, well, I wouldn't like change my lifestyle fully and go to live in Himalayas and meditate. But for someone that's maybe needed, dude, I don't know. But I would definitely spend some time there and meditate. I mean, connecting with nature, dude, that's powerful either way. Yeah, Jackie, that's not cool. So Jackie, you would probably choose Himalaya mountain cabin. Runs when I will travel around India. Well, I would like to visit that region as well. Man, if I would, dude, I would not want to be born 300 BC and in Greece. I love this era of technologies, dude. I love this era of internet. That's nice, Underboss. Underboss, where are you planning to travel? Man, observer, I don't feel love of streaming all the time. Sometimes, sometimes going in live stream just breaks what I want or don't want. I just do it and see what feelings I get. Dude, live streaming for me is cool way how I can also see is there attachment to stress, because there's always some light stress before just pushing button go live, but it just disappears, dude. I use it as practice. No, film buff, I do not read books. I better just I better prefer prefer to spend time just walking in nature, um, spending time with family or friends, using my PC, listening music, observing life, walking around in city and just observing. For me, that's more useful than reading books. That's just for me, maybe. What is window shopping? Yo Fox. Man, what? As you wish, Fox, dude. Well, I am very good. A bit tired, but good. Jackie, well, yes, everyone is different. Someone can slip into meditation while reading. Of course, someone slips into meditation just when doing nothing. Someone can slip into meditation while talking with someone. It depends. Dude, Fox Mulder, are you some kind of loyal fan of Nicholas? Like, staying out of store and picking what you want to buy later? Well, I wouldn't say that because I um, I buy something new for me, like clothes, for example, as you see, very rarely. I'm just not interested in that. But for example, I use internet for that. I see some I mean, I prefer technologies. So I could say I'm window shopping technologies. But man, I buy something new when the thing I have already like really gets outdated or starts to not work, or there is a hole in my t-shirt or something like that. I like to just buy food, travel when I can from my work, like when I can take vacation. I like to spend money for experiences. Let's say I'm making when I make some kind of party or just gathering. Yes, I like the best way how to spend money is for experiences, I would say. Chill Jupiter. Only you are giving that so much attention, dude. Yes, film buff, I will come to India. Many people are telling that, but I have planned to come to India like in few months. Like in I would say somewhere after 6 months. Well, sorry, South Africa is not in my near-term plans. I cannot travel all the time, you know. Folks, I would try to do live streams in India, of course. Do some self-inquiry streams, traveling streams, meditation streams, meeting maybe some subscriber stream. You receive me or you... What do you mean you receive me at the airport? Or you meet me at the airport? Well, I want to travel around India with car. Maybe some of you has car and driving license. And you're not, and you're like good driver, not a crazy one. But actually, I don't know if that's a good plan to travel around India with car. But I would go to mostly big cities, not like random places. That's cool, observer. But I mean, it's too early to talk about it either way. Just forget the traveling for now. Move on. Let it go. When it will happen, it will happen. Onkar, I don't know. Many parts. Starting could be somewhere in Mumbai, then going south, and then going north. Fox Mulder, this present moment is also planning. This present moment can be thoughts about illusionary future. This still appears in present moment. Present moment is not limited to present moment, because present moment is everything at the same time what happens at this moment. That is present moment. And either way, we have no ability to perceive like everything, but we have ability to allow freely move through you, whatever are you dealing with. Like, sorry, you have ability to like just let your life flow, let your moments flow all the time. And there is, when I say you have ability, we'll find out, is it something that should be controlled? Is it something that requires you for it to happen? Yes, yes, I am Roman Emperor. That is right. No, Irene. Irene Rennie, I am not psychology student. I am student of this moment. Student of existence. Student of this life. Not just psychology. Psychology can be a part of this life and this moment. No, Ankar, I do not watch Indian movie, and I am not into, sorry to say that, but I am not into Indian lifestyle and religion. Well, maybe a little bit food actually, but I love just Asian food, not Indian. But I want to travel to India because India is, well, I haven't been there. It's beautiful. And I think that people there are open. Dude, just why not to travel to India? Well, Onkar, it's your perception, dude. I don't know it. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not true. Dude, um, I live for adventure. I don't know what will I like in India. I don't know what will I dislike in India. But I know that that's gonna be adventure. Thanks, Irene, Rennie. 451. Fox Mulder, man, I have been to many countries. But mostly Europe. Dude, either way, it doesn't matter to what countries I have been to because there are countries that I like to visit more and more. Man, I don't. If I would be in India, I would not even try to use marijuana, dude. I don't smoke. I don't I don't see how it's natural for you to inhale fumes. Why your lungs need that? Oh, okay, I get it that it's something to do with dopamine and addiction and just you grow up, dude, you grow up and your friends are doing that or your parents are doing that. And then you try to copy them to be cool or something like that. Of course, then you as well understand that maybe it's pleasant, I don't know. But dude, smoking is not for me. Drugs are not for me. Yes, yes and no, Irene, because I don't want to climb Himalayas like alpinist. Just I would love to go for a hike. Just peaceful hike there. No, no, I'm not vegan. Maybe I would be vegan or vegetarian if I would live somewhere in Asia all the time. Maybe. Because I was vegetarian for many, many years in my country, but well, it's not easy in Northern Europe uh, to be vegetarian if you're a sportsman as well. Well, that is my uh, how do you say, my experience. Jackie, you would love to go caving? Jackie, then you have iron balls. Caving, like it's when you are almost like stuck in a cave and going deeper underground. I don't think that's for me, but that's amazing how people are doing it. People are amazing. Linda, that's cool. My birthday is as well next month. Linda, maybe our birthdays are in the same day. What's up, Chetan? My name is Chris. Well, Matthew and Chris, well, a little bit similar maybe. Folks, you know, it's not worth to try to convince someone that I am happy, sad, depressed, undepressed, all this stuff. Convincing someone's perception who is gaining out of that. You see, if you realize that whatever people type, that is their own perception, well, what can you do about it? You should start to believe that they are saying true. Well, I'm not believing And perception is changing. You never know when perception will change. And you must understand that YouTube chat is not the same as how you say people people connecting in real life. I mean, this is real life, but dude, in real life, most of you would behave differently. In YouTube chat, people just say what is on their mind. But you know what's funny? I did conscious practice actually some years ago. I did conscious practice on like synchronity between what you think and what you say. Dude, because in most of the time, like super in most of the time, I just say what I think, like in real life. And I have been into so many trouble because of that. But I love it. But I would say it's great spiritual practice. Of course you don't have to say all the time what you think, but dude, I perceive when inner fight dissolves and when your thoughts are not so attached to some kind of your inner center and are naturally further away, like somewhere in periphery, will you mostly start to say what you think. Like synchronicity between what you think, what you say, what you do, it balances better. What do you mean how you can attach to a dream? You mean how can you not attach to a dream? Or Onkar, I already ate all watermelon. I have to buy new one tomorrow or after tomorrow. Serapim, you're asking how to let go this dream. Is that what you're asking? Chetan, dude, you will, dude, you will not find any evidence me saying that I want to be enlightened and that I perceive enlightenment as something so special. More special than already this moment, whatever it is. Dude, whatever is this moment is your only life. Or you need a badge of enlightenment, diploma. Someone needs to carry these badges. And when they get these badges, well, Chetan, I see that enlightenment is important for you. But I can do nothing about it. I cannot change your perception. Go for it. Linda, yes, enlightenment could help. And all spiritual practices are helping. Going for enlightenment is helping. Wanting to be awakened is helping. Linda, all of this is helping. Don't get me wrong. But there is catch. There is catch to it. But find out all of this by yourself. But Linda, I will not fool you by saying you don't try to be enlightened. Try. Read about enlightenment, read about awakening, meditate. Do all of this. Do self-inquiry. But is it about enlightenment, actually, and awakening, and all these like some kind of termines, endpoints? Well, find it out. Is there someone in you able to reach anything? To know this, you have to try to do it. Is there someone in you who can be enlightened? Well, to know this, you have to try it. Try to do it. Man, I'm not so much into terminology. I just like to use common sense and just speak directly from this moment. Because what you see, enlightenment is not that important, because in this moment, maybe some of you, maybe most of you, maybe no one of you, but let's say in this moment, like you perceive some heaviness in you, some like mental need to understand the life, some feeling of being trapped, some stress and anxiety from some thoughts. And if you are perceiving some of this in this moment, or just being in mental fight with all the thoughts, if you are perceiving some of this, well, enlightenment is not it's not something you need. You clearly want freedom from all of this that I just mentioned. You just want freedom. You want peace. You want lightness. And using common sense, I can just say to you, it's about letting go. Or it's about realizing who in you is attached to all of this, who is psychologically suffering in you. Who is suffering according to me in you. I cannot point you out because it does not even exist, this sufferer in you, this mental sufferer. Well, I haven't found it. I did not find it. Never. I tried to do that for many, many, many years. As well, I tried to find higher self. There were perceived, let's say, two selves in me. One that could be something as God, and the other one, the sufferer. But dude, step out all of this. This is the same mind. Whatever you perceive, this is the same mind just doing what mind is doing. Same body. It's just a play. No one is suffering. Yet suffering can be real. If you perceive suffering in this moment, suffering is real. If you perceive illusion of yourself, actually, that's also could be said it's real because you perceive it, but dive deep into this illusion. Illusion is something that is not there. This, man, all that I talk, it can be so tricky to your mind. But just try to be honest to yourself. Even if you just listen through lines, maybe you understand. But if you will try to really think about all of this, it's not gonna help. Try to look at the thoughts. Don't try to think the thoughts, try to look at them, thinking for you. When I say for you, well, don't worry about the word you. Linda, what about the feelings? Totally the same. But with feelings, it's just stickier, it's harder. Because feelings are like, they are in your body, they are instinctive sometimes. But it's actually the same with feelings. But I would say feelings exist in different layer of ego. It's deeper one. With these feelings, people mostly get tricked because it's easy with the thoughts, let's say. If we assume that thoughts are words and images, but with feelings it's harder, but it's actually the same process that I described. For example, if you like experience in your stomach pain because you ate something wrong, you you start to think that this pain is you. Of course, no. But when mentally some hard feeling comes in you, you really subconsciously think it has to do something with you, because you feel like and think like that psychologically there is you who experiences this life, who is struggling in your mind to find purpose of life, to control your life, to survive. You feel like it's your soul almost, like. But your mind is just as free and automatic happening as your body. Well, Seraphim, that's interesting experience. But dude, whatever you can experience, it comes and goes. So, was this some kind of highest God that you experienced? You can believe it, but it will be your belief, dude. Onkar, I don't know that word. Kai, maybe I don't get your comment fully, Kai, but what is existence itself? According to you, what is existence itself? What is God? What is this moment itself? Because why you mentioned some light? You think that only light exists and all the rest doesn't. Man, there is no way how you can perceive more than your own mind. And you can live in illusions that you know something more. Those will be just personal illusions. The one in people's mind who wants to be so great, who wants to be God, who wants to live forever, it is the same illusion of separate self who is afraid of dying. Happy Monday. Well, it is Monday. Yes, it is Monday as well for me already. So happy Monday. Why so sad face? Why people don't like Monday? Go to your work and struggle and learn from it. Enjoy the struggle. It won't last forever, so enjoy it. Yes, Rajba. Totally, yes. Whatever you mean by demon, well, I think I get it, but running away is not a solution. Okay, this was late night stream. Today it's not gonna be 2 hour stream. We'll end in 3 minutes. set up set up your mind can perceive something that has not yet happened in this moment. It can perceive that in vision, in dream, in just thought, feeling. It can happen, of course. Just because everything is so connected. It's not because there is future, dude, but because this moment is so connected with everything. Yes, new name, because I think it's because I started today's stream quite late. As well, it's Sunday. I think that on Sunday people choose to spend time differently than watching YouTube. Seraphim. I would say that, dude, the kingdom of heaven is just the same way in you as out of you. Dude, your inner world, as you call it, and your outer world, I don't see the separation between these two. I really don't. I don't see how your thoughts, feelings, deep emotions are something else than people walking around, clouds passing, cars, foods, technologies. All of this happens in this exact moment. How is inner different from outer actually? If you perceive inner and outer just using your brain. Okay, boys and girls, men and women, ladies and gentlemen. Some of you see you tomorrow. Some of you, well, will never see again each other. Okay, yo. Happy Monday, as someone said. Peace, new name.